Hi.
Hello, welcome back.
This is the JK Not Really podcast. I'm Kurt.
And I'm Jacqueline.
And this is our 15th episode. I think we're starting to lose track of how many, but
Yes, 15.
here we go.
Here we go.
So where do we even begin? So there's been a lot of weird stuff. I think we should show that clip with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, here's the clip with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, yeah.
Here displayed behind me is the post that Mr. Lefelt put up. Mr. Lefelt came in here today.
He's flipping off the
that
camera.
This is game day.
Well, that's
You're
what
right,
it looks
Mr.
like.
Lefelt, this is game day. Under the Ted Stevens Act, USA
she is so
Fencing
dumb.
and other national governing bodies that are authorized to oversee individual sports on a national level have a certain obligation. One such duty is to provide support and encouragement for participation by women, where separate programs for male and female athletes are conducted on a national basis.
Now that I use Monday, sir.
Promote a safe environment in sports.
Little blip,
that is
but here we go.
free from abuse of any amateur athlete, including emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. Mr. Lefelt, as the board chair of USA Fencing, surely you are aware of these legal requirements. That means you believe that forcing a woman to compete against a biological man promotes a safe environment that is free from emotional abuse. Is that correct?
One moment, a point of order. Please,
You're
Madam
not.
Chair.
You're not.
I have a point of order. The document that you have up behind you is a misrepresentation of the actual post. It appears that you're trying to misrepresent a witness here who you use subpoena.
Way to go, girl.
Miss Stansbury, this is not a point of order.
Actual picture.
Miss Stansbury.
Here goes the gavel.
Miss Stansbury, you're not.
The gavel, here it goes.
Miss Stansbury.
Oh, my goodness.
Chairwoman.
You are not. This is not a point of order, Miss Stansbury. This is not a point of order.
Oh,
what
God.
this committee does.
Here she goes again. It's going to hit her head, man.
Misrepresenting policy. You are
Miss
misrepresenting.
God.
Stansbury, you're not recognized. You're not recognized. That's not a point
Jesus.
of order. You're abusing the rules of this committee.
Oh my
This
God.
is the post of Mr. Lefelt that he posted himself.
And she photobombs her.
And that's exactly why we have it displayed here today, because Mr. Lefelt believes that he can take away the opportunity
Oh, God.
to compete in USA Fencing, and he thinks this is game day.
Okay, so the Marjorie Taylor Greene nonsense is hilarious.
Oh, my God. It sure was. Yeah.
So other than that, Trump went to Qatar.
Oh,
right?
yes, that's right. His trip to the Middle East. Right. He always does that trip first. I wonder why. He did that in his first term. You know why? You know why? Because it's all about the money.
Yeah.
Okay. And they have all the money.
Well, they pay him in different ways. I mean, there's been they'll either rent out like every room in his resorts, or there's just a lot of. And they're probably buying up all the Trump coin they can. And just one way that they can bribe the president of the United States.
Yep.
But another way is to give him a flying palace.
Oh, that's right. He was talking about it. Yep. Yeah. This huge plane, and it is basically a palace in the air. And they're thinking about making that his, Air Force One.
Oh my God! It's a $400 million Boeing 747
8
from
jet.
the Qatari government.
Yep.
To serve as a temporary Air Force One until the VC-25B models are ready.
That's ridiculous. Doesn't he? He's got. God, the guy is so stupid. Seriously, you cannot take a plane. I mean, the Air Force One is all set up. It's built just for the president. It is foolproof because in case something happens on the ground, he can run the country from the sky. Okay, so you just don't take a plane
From Saudi Arabia.
From Saudi Arabia, of all places. And just, okay, we're going to use it for that. No, you can't. So what they're going to have to do, they're going to have to take that whole plane apart. They're going to have to, which is going to cost even probably 3 times as much as what it's worth, or maybe even more, because they got to make it, secure.
Make sure there's not like What, like listening devices?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
A bomb?
Oh, well, maybe you should go up there and test drive it, Mr. President.
Take it for a test drive.
Take it for a test drive, and there you go. And then maybe in the middle of the ocean, it'll go boom.
Well, who knows?
Who
but
knows?
I mean,
but it's like a Trojan horse, for God's sake.
It's just a blatant way for people to like bribe the president. You know, you can't accept a $400 million plane as the president. You're supposed to be impartial. You know, it is.
It's bribery is what it
bribery,
is.
yes.
And it is illegal, and you're not supposed to do it. But he's been doing it right and left. I mean, he's selling his Bibles. He's selling everything.
It's corruption right in the open.
It's right in front of us, And he's justifying it. I don't even know how he's justifying. I guess because, God, I don't even know what his excuse is. Oh, well, the United States accepted the Statue of Liberty from, what was it? France.
Yeah, but that's different.
And I'm like, yeah, it is a lot different. And he's saying that it's
that's a monument statue. This is a $400 million mansion in the sky.
Exactly.
So not the same.
Yes.
You know, the Statue of Liberty, there's not any way that it can be bugged or used against us. And it's just a stupid way to put it. I mean, gosh.
Well, it is so stupid.
Yeah, but that's not all he was doing there. He was also, you know, selling us out, I'm sure, in other ways. But it looks like when they were meeting with the Saudi Arabia Business and Strategic Summit, they had BlackRock, they had Elon.
So they had all the billionaires there.
They had all the billionaires there.
Oh, that I didn't know. Wow. Well, it's all about money, isn't it? Jesus. Yep, good old Elon Musk was there. I'm surprised. Anyway, so he needs money.
Yeah, but I mean, they just have access to the President of the United States. And if you think Trump isn't just selling us down the river, I mean, they're probably letting him open up a bunch of resorts down there.
Well, I think they are. Yeah.
It's just, it's a mess.
Actually, I think his son Eric is over there actually doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's planning, you know, like a big old, casino and hotel and, you know, a theme park, everything. Yes, of course, this is all about money. All about money. But, you know, that's just the way it is. And the thing is we can't make it normal. But Democrats are fighting it. They're trying to, you know, do something to where, you know, he's not allowed to do that. But, of course, you know, does that ever work?
We'll see.
We shall see.
I hear that they're trying to do more impeachment.
Yeah.
It's like they just keep trying. And
they keep trying. The
just
thing
to
is,
get through the Senate and the Congress, it'll never happen.
Well, we can't until we have to be in charge of the... We have to own the House and we have to own the Senate. And that's what, in 2026, that's what we have to try to do. That's the only way. I mean, we could impeach him if that were the case. But it's not. So I don't know how far that'll go. But that's just too much. And then I also heard that he's going to appoint Jeannie Ferrero for the D.C. Attorney General. And she's, you know, she works on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... God, he's just hiring all of the Fox staff.
All of Fox News Network. Yeah.
It's just
unreal. He likes them because they just say nice things about him on the air. And they kiss his ass. But it's like, I don't know. Can she do it? No, probably not. Can any of them do their job? No.
I don't know, because this is a big job too. This is a very important position, and to give it to her, I don't see how she's even qualified to do that.
I'm just happy, like Pete Hegseth hasn't been in the news this week, which is kind of nice.
Well, that's because he's using the Trojan gift horse in the sky as a distraction. That's how he does it. So,
and you know he's going to try to keep that plane. When he's
he
out
will.
of office.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, he doesn't want it to be Air Force One. He wants it to be his plane.
Yeah, exactly.
And he already has the Epstein plane. You know,
oh, he does?
He's flying around. Yeah, that plane, the Trump plane, it used to be the Epstein plane.
Oh.
Epstein sold it to him because they were such good friends.
Oh my God, yeah. I didn't know that.
I just hope everyone remembers how good of friends Trump and Epstein were. And why those files aren't being released.
Well, you know why. You know why.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you. And please don't forget
like, share, subscribe, and ring
that
little
bell. Yes.
everything you do to interact with these videos helps us spread the word. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. But speaking of swimming and shit.
Oh, yes. Oh, our good old RFK Jr.
So, how scary is it that he's in charge of anything?
I don't understand.
Right? Like, he's like,
Yeah.
You know, I know I should make fun of how he talks, but Jesus Christ, it's creepy. No one should put that guy in charge of anything.
The thing is, it's for Mother's Day, so he's taking a hike in Washington, I think in D.C. at
Nice
Red
little
Creek or
nature
something.
hike.
Yeah, and with his grandkids.
Kids, the young little kids.
Grandkids, and he sees this creek, and apparently he decides to get in with his jeans, and also put his little grandkids in there too. But this creek is off limits.
In Rock Creek in Washington, D.C.
See?
It's been off limits for 50
years because it's contaminated.
And that's contaminated due to faulty sewer lines
Yes.
and high E. coli.
Oh, God.
So it's shit water.
Yes. Oh, my God.
They're swimming in poop.
Yeah. Oh, just putting your little grandkids. Come on, little grandkids. Get in the poop. It's okay. It's fine.
And all on camera. He doesn't even try to
hide it. And then he goes underwater as well. I mean, full face dive. Seriously, dude? God.
The reason this is getting bad press is because they're like, shouldn't you know better? Aren't you the head of Health and Human Services for the country? And he's dunking him and his children in E. coli infested poop water.
That's right. There you go, folks.
So
only in America.
Just the best of the best.
Yes. The best of the best. But
I mean, he's just, you can't help him, but he scares me more than any of them. RFK scares me, and it's because it's like willful incompetence. Like he just, anyways.
No, really, if something happens and we get another, outbreak of anything, it's not going to be good. Yeah, and you thought COVID was bad.
We'll be up.
Wait till if that were to happen again with
Schitt's
Mr.
Creek
Jr. in charge
with no paddle.
Well, I'm going to call him Mr. Shit now. Mr. Shit in charge. For God's sake, we're all doomed. We're all going to die. We need to leave.
But literally, he's up Schitt's Creek with no paddle, like right now. So it's like no in the paddle. Literal sense, and then in the figurative sense, it's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I even think that the little grandkids had a little hesitancy of stepping in the creek. Thinking, I don't know, Grandpa, Papa, or Pee-Pee, or Papa.
What do they call him? Bumpo or whatever?
Bumpo?
Timpo?
Whatever. I don't think you should be swimming in that. Oh, come on, little ones.
He doesn't care.
It's good for your immune system. Build it up. Oh, God. Yeah, I saw that. What was it? Yesterday on the news, and I'm like, what? What? I mean, I can't even watch the news anymore without going, what? What?
No, there's been so much happening that I'm like exhausted. I took a little vacation, thank God. But one thing that came across my feed was Patel.
Oh, right.
When they were talking about his budget, and basically he hasn't done his budget.
Well, the thing is he doesn't go to work. He doesn't show up to work. He goes to nightclubs. Everybody knows where he is. He's at the nightclub or he's out, doing the sports events and all this stuff. But nope, he's not in his office. He doesn't go to work.
No.
So here we have an FBI guy who's in charge of that. He's not at work.
Well, they were like, by law, you have to submit your budget request.
Exactly.
And he was like,
oh, what budget?
Well, someone's
I have
working
a budget?
on it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, have you reviewed it? Have you approved it? And he was like, It was like the dog ate my budget.
Oh, God. Only in America.
And
Jesus.
that's just, now I think they're doing the same thing with Pat Bondi. It's just going to be a whole...
Oh, God.
They're not only, they're just incompetent. They're not doing the job. They're just going in front of the cameras, talking to Fox News and spreading propaganda, but they're not actually doing their job and they're getting nothing done.
He's basically doing a reality show. That's what he's doing. He says he's not, I'm not talking about Trump. he's not taking any of this seriously. It's everything is behind. You know, we're always get to see everything. Oh, thank you, Trump, for the transparency. But you know, we don't want to watch a reality show that's you know, you're living in your own reality if you really think about it. But nobody's doing their work. I mean, obviously, and I don't even know how long we could sustain this without something bad is going to happen, right?
Like, if you went to work and you were supposed to submit a budget, which isn't like a little thing.
Well,
right?
you'd get fired.
And you were like,
Yep.
But no.
Your CEO or your general manager or whoever, they would tell you what the hell, and they would fire you. That's
the head of the FBI is useless right now.
Oh God.
And
All
then
of them are.
I guess, how do you feel about the new Pope? The American Pope from Chicago.
Yeah, I really felt, I can't even describe how I felt. I felt really happy, and I felt kind of relieved or even hopeful in a sense. And I'm not even a Catholic anymore, but I mean, it was just such a great thing because that it's history. No, that has never been
we've never had an American
Pope. And I'm wondering, well, why did they go that route, you know? And apparently he's from Chicago. He's cool. He has, you know, siblings, you know, one in Florida and I think one in Chicago as well. But yeah, he's Leo the 14th. And apparently he's a lot like the former Pope. He's
still conservative, but he doesn't like, I've heard that he doesn't like the MAGA and JD Vance whole thing. And if I were Pope, I wouldn't like JD Vance either because he is a Pope killer.
He is a Pope killer, and you keep him away from you, okay? Away from you. But yeah, this Pope is, you know, he's shared a lot of his views on Instagram and, you know, his social media stuff, and he does. He's very liberal in some points, but yes, he's still conservative. So, but I feel good about it. I mean, you know, kind of makes me want to go back to church, to tell you the truth. You know, because maybe they chose him to save the world, you know. Maybe that's what he's going to do. He's going to save the United States and he's going to save the world.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Because you know what's going on with the United States now and all this stuff. Yeah, it's funny and we could say, it's only in America, yes. But sorry, everything that happens with us it's like a domino effect. It's affecting the whole world. So yes, maybe the American Pope, Leo the 14th, he's here to save the world. The world.
We'll see what happens. It's a countdown. The tariff nonsense continues to be nonsense.
Oh God, I can't even keep up with that anymore.
No one can do their job. Well, he's come down. He came down again. He's like at a 30% tariff, which is still a high tariff on China. But at least it's not like basically sanctions what it was. It was just this mandate. But we'll see. I still hear that nothing is coming in. It's going to be really interesting when we really see the effects of the poor management of this country.
Yeah, really. Yeah. For Christmas, I'm sorry, young children, you can only have 2 dolls instead of 30. But your president could have a big old palace in the sky.
Them is the rules. 2 dolls, and I get a $400 million Qatar jet.
Yeah.
That we're going to disassemble and reassemble.
Yeah, exactly. They told him at first he couldn't do it, and he started crying. Oh, God, you know, crying like a baby. I want that toy. I want that palace in the sky. I want all the gold. I want it. Oh, God, that's another thing I don't like what he's doing to the White House. I don't know if you notice all the gold stuff in the Oval Office and stuff. Oh, it's so gaudy.
He's going to put in like cement. He's going to like take out some of the...
Yeah, the Rose Garden or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that he's just a total mess.
Just no class at all. Anyway, yeah.
Well, what else? So we have a prick of the week. Who is the prick of the week?
Well, who do you think should the prick of the week be?
I think it's RFK.
I do too, because I'm sorry, you just don't do that to kids. You don't get especially your relatives,
give them
your little grandkids,
poisoning.
Throwing them in a shit pond. Oh, come on, learn how to swim.
No, but also just for the figurative thing that you're doing, RFK, you're just showing the world that you should not be in the job you're in. You were given this job because you were like a yes man. You don't
Right.
know anything about health or human services or anything like that.
No.
And you're a prick. You're a prick for
prick.
taking that job because
You're a
it's
prick.
not your job.
Well, congratulations, Junior.
Prick of the week.
Prick
RFK.
of the week. RFK.
All the Kennedys are rolling in the grave.
Oh my God. I know. That's so sad.
Well, that's it for
That's
this
it.
one.
That's it for today. We'll see you next
We'll see
time.
you next week.
Oh, don't forget to
Like, share,
subscribe, and ring the little bell. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.